Good morning, guys. How's it going? Happy Saturday morning. Hope you are all doing good. Um, just got home from work a little while ago. Pretty boring night at work. Didn't have much going on. What about y'all? Did y'all go any exciting parties last night? Did you get a bottle and some sparklers? Or sit around the house? What'd y'all get into? Uh, I guess today we will start out talking about what I had in my pocket last night, same as every day. I had my lighter colored Rosie XL, and I carried the Riot again last night. Really digging that knife. I used it some yesterday around the house, and it's still got my vote for a great knife. Uh, Speaking of votes for great knives, today we're going to go over a bunch of that stuff. So that's going to be the topic of discussion. Um, I looked up some pages that we can go over some stuff. I think Nick might have already thrown in his vote for the best knife makers. Ground Fog and Gons. I think that might be what that is. I'm not positive. But I'm guessing maybe Knives Are Life just popped in. Bob, you here with us? Uh, Good morning, everybody, again. I guess let's get right into it. If you saw the title of the stream, said we're going to go over the best knife makers, and one of the website I have actually comes from a knife maker, um, or the website we're going to check out first comes from a very good knife maker called Nobile Customs. But this is a pretty, or Nobly Custom, sorry. I don't know why I said Nobile. Um, I'm going to try to figure out how to have the chat beside my Firefox window and still be able to see it. Aha, there we go. Now I can see the chat, and I'm wondering how let me check how the view. So when I resize the browser, huh. Let's see if I can fix that. Let me unlock the size of that. Let's see if I can expand it out. No, doesn't really want to widen it out much. Uh, okay. Well, I guess I can't do that. Because when I resize it, I can't see the chat. That's probably okay. Y'all can still see what's going on. And I can see the chat at the same time, so that'll work. So let's start off by going over this list of the best knife makers in the world, according to Nobly Collectibles. And there's quite a few people on here. Lots of names I have seen, lots of names I haven't. I'm wondering if this Ground Fog and Gons are going to be on this list. As you look down through here, uh, the guy that made the list put himself at number 51, which that seems respectable. That seems pretty there's different categories, of course. Different people make different kinds of knives, so saying who's the world's best is kind of subjective, or it's very subjective. Um, let's see. Let's just start going out through here. I don't think they're in any particular order, but maybe they are. Let's see. We starting. Yeah, I think they're just kind of listed how they're listed. A lot of these people, Kyle Royer I don't know if y'all are familiar with him on YouTube, but he makes crazy expensive knives. A lot of these people make crazy expensive knives. Starting off with a guy from Quebec, Canada, Alain Maville Deschaines. I don't know how to say that. See what it says about him. Hunting knives, tactical knives, neck knives, folders, and art knives. Natural materials, wood burl. Then we get into the guy that owns Nobly Custom Knives. Um, Crystallized titanium. I'll show you. Some of his knives are pretty crazy. As you can see, he's got some cool crystallized titanium patterns and some pretty wild Damascus patterns. Then we got a Spanish guy from Spain that looks like he does lots of intricate uh, engraving and inlays, Gothic, Renaissance, and Art Nouveau. We got Ariel Salaveria from Argentina. Uh, Lots of unique looking knives. Audra Draper, first woman to receive her Mastersmith rating from American Bladesmith Society. Then her husband joined her in making knives, 2000. If there's any of these that you want to go into more depth, we can, once y'all get on here. Ben Abbott, American custom knife maker and Forged and Fire champion. It's the early 2000. Signature Damascus steel. We got Rapeveld, who's from South Africa, and he makes the dragon skin Damascus. I'm familiar with him because he's the only one in the world that makes this Damascus. And it is pretty wild Damascus. Um, there's this guy, this Nobly Customs guy that makes these crystallized titanium handles. I believe he's been making some knives with crystallized handles and the dragon skin Damascus, and pretty wild looking knives. Um, Bill Vining, let's see, boot knives, natural materials, bone, ivory. Oh, what's up, Ground Fog and Gons? Yeah, no doubt, man. I don't mind shouting out anybody. Bob Kramer, uh, from Olympia, Washington. He's known for his kitchen knives, makes some wild kitchen knives. Bob Lovelace, he's definitely was one of the most custom knife makers. Uh, Looks like he died in 2010, Riverside, California. Let's see. Began crafting knives in the late 1950s. Man, that's a pretty mirror polish on that blade. So this guy died in 2005 and was known for having the most expensive knives. I'm sure that has changed nowadays. Doing good, Nick. How are you doing today? Just going over a list of some of the world's best knife makers. Chad Kennedy, Forged and Fire champion. On Damascus, crafts works of art. Man, that's a pretty pattern on that Damascus. Dave Kelly, custom cabinetry and furniture. Makes some fixed blades. David Brodziak from Australia. Let's see. Combination of Bill's knives and Carol's art was successful straight from the start. And there are just some wild, wild knives in the world. Good morning, Knives Are Live. How are you doing? 420. American Bladesmith Society, Art Knife Invitational Group. What do y'all think about art knives? Some of these wild adornments and jeweling, pretty wild. That knife itself is pretty wild. Look, even on the back of the blade, spine of the blade, sorry. That knife has got some craziness going on. Fook. Where's Fook? Did Fook come in? Knives Are Life. Let's see. Did we go back? Yeah, we went back. Deshorn, Africa. Don Coles. Let's see. First knife in the 60s. Don Coles. Don Morrow. Slip joints. Nice stag bone handles. Dr. Fred Carter. And look at those inlays. Knife Makers Guild. Yeah, some of this stuff is just ridiculously expensive. Have y'all watched the guy Kyle Royer on YouTube? The guy that makes like $19,000 knives and there's Pena, Enrique Pena from Texas. What's up, Addicted to Blades? Yes, we are blade addicts for sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the subscription. Trying to get to 1,000. Going through some famous knife makers. We'll get through this list pretty quick because we can't afford any of these. I mean, we probably could. I mean, I've got a Pena knife, so there's a few people on here that we can afford. Don't ask you. Okay, I won't ask you if you're from Florida. Good morning, though. Welcome. Champ. Let's see if anything catches my eye here. George E. Daly. It's a beautiful knife. Gil Hibben, president of the Knife Makers Guild. LaGrange, Kentucky. Glenn Waters, custom knife maker from Japan. Wow, that's a crazy looking knife. Gustavo C. Villar. Yeah, I can't even imagine how much some of these knives cost. Probably buy a house in some cities for the same price. Heather and Kevin Harvey, South Africa. Wow, the South Africans and their blade steel. Rietveld with the dragon skin and this guy with his Damascus. Pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Let's see what else we got here. Henry Frank. I can't see. It's cutting off a little bit of the chat. Yeah, I agree. If you're willing to save for it, you can afford anything. Pennies add up. I know it's about quality over quantity. It's a lot of people's motto nowadays. What the heck is that thing? That's pretty wild, Lock. All right, we're going to get on past this list. These are just custom knives. If you want to look it up, it's I will put the links in the first comment on the video, so you can go back and check these out. It's a list of the top 60 knife makers, I think, of all time, because some of these people are dead. Uh, they do make some pretty cool looking knives, though. We'll have to agree. There's Johnny Stout. Wonder if that's Johnny Blaze. Is that Johnny Blaze? No, it's not. Doesn't look like an alien made that. Josh Smith. It's a pretty cool looking short sword or whatever. Whoa, that's pretty wild. Futuristic knives. Jurgen Stenow. Metalcraft Club. Silversmith. Metal Design and Art University. Those are pretty wild right there. Oh, you sent it to me on IG. I didn't see that. Weird. What was his name? We'll look him up. We'll look at him. Let's see. Ken Onion. We're all familiar with Ken Onion. There's Kyle Royer. He uh he makes some pretty. His dad's a good knife maker too. Michael Tyre. Let's see, Michael. All right, let's go to the next tab. 2024 Knife of the Year award winners. This is from Blade Show. So the overall knife of the year was the Spartan Blades Harsi Clandestina. John Blazy. Okay. We'll check him out here in a minute. Well, heck, let's just do it now. Instagram, John Blazy. John Blazy. Dichlorium LLC. Dichlorolone lamb. Everybody that makes knives seems to have a big beard. Let's see here. These materials look pretty wild. Does he where are the knives? He makes pretty jewelry and pendants. There's some Packmeyer or some grips. Not Packmeyer because that's a brand, but 1911 grips. Man, that's some wild looking stuff. Must be like epoxies. That's pretty wild. Aha, here's some knives. Yeah, that's pretty wild stuff. What we could give him a follow. Oh, he just makes the material. That's pretty wild. All right, back to knives of the year. American made fixed blade of the year was the McNeese Knives Ridge Runner. Let's see. if there's any of these y'all want to talk about, just let me know. Hey, look. American made folding knife of the year, the Protect TR3 Integrity. It's a manual flipper like the uh, Malibu, huh? Most innovative American design, paramilitary 2 salt. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's kind of just like all the other ones. What's so innovative about it? Uh, Imported fixed blade of the year, the Giant Mouse GMF1. I was wanting to get one of those. Imported folding knife of the year, the Lion Steel Skinny. Most innovative imported design, CRKT file. It's got a wine bottle. You're going to get a TR2. This is a TR3. So is the TR2 the auto and the TR3 is the manual? Maybe. Let's see, Skinny. Why do we have a wine cork bottle opener on a knife? I guess a lot of people are into wine. Best buy of the year, this is the Vivi Yonder. Kitchen knife of the year, the QSP Kuritsuke. Kuritsuke? Yeah, I am taking it with a grain of salt for sure. I am with this next list also. I do like this knife, the Keto Ken Onion Buckhorn. That's a pretty cool knife. Brand New American, welcome. Manufacturing Quality Award, Lion Steel. Zack in the Wilds design. Which one? The Ken Onion one? Or the Lion Steel? I'm not sure which one. I like how those scales are interchangeable. Investor Collector Knife of the Year, the ProTech Ultimate Custom. ProTech made that list twice. There you go, Nick. Knife Accessory of the Year. Oh, the Yonder. Art for sure, yeah. That ProTech Ultimate Custom, man, that's a cool shaped knife. Is that an auto or? Not sure. Then we got the Accessory of the Year, the Work Sharp Sharpener. Kershaw Live Wire. I don't follow any knife YouTube, really. I mean, I catch videos here and there from Stassa and Love LTK and some Metal Complex. No, I work 2 jobs 6 days a week, so pretty much don't have time for much. I mean, I've got time to do this, so I guess I've got some time. All right, then next. This is the overall Knife of the Year winners at Blade Show since 1984. I thought this would be cool to look at a little bit of the history of knives. What's won Knife of the Year for the last 40 years, I guess? So back in 84, it was the Timberline Survival Hunter. In 85, it was the Gerber Clip Lock. 86, it was the Fighting Rooster 7-Blade Congress. I have actually seen one of these Congress. 1987, Buck Titanium. What is this back part? Why is the handle? It's got a big old butt. It's got a big old buck. All right. 1988, SOG Tomcat. 1989, Bluegrass Winchester. 1990, Spyderco Endura. Clip Lock. What was that? Yeah. That is kind of weird, huh? Let's see what it's talking about here with the Clip Lock.
Hello, my name is Bianco. In this video I will talk about an older Gerber knife. It's a Blackie Collins. Did make some of the but then multi-piece stainless different clip itself on a belt or something like the sheet already with a belt clip. The knife simply interlocks with the sheet with that big clip that we have in the middle. So as we see there, how that opens up and then it snaps into the place. So that's a really clever design of the idea how to use a clip, and of course it will work on both sides. You can.
All right. Running Congress, Buck Titanium, Sod Tomcat, the Endura. Let's see. 1991, Timberline, Timberlight. I've not even heard of Timberline, and they've made the list in 84 and in 91. Timberlight folder. 92, it was the Gerber multiplier. Man, back until about the late 90s, Gerber were great knives. Then they kind of fell off, in my opinion. Same with Kershaw. I remember as a kid, when we saw Kershaws or Gerbers, they were the knives to get. But then now, I mean, once they outsourced some of their manufacturing, I guess they kind of went downhill. 93, it's the Spyderco Snap It. And that is weird. It's got a carabiner like snap around the pivot hole. Pretty wild. 1994 was the Buck Cross Lock. 95 was the Spyderco Silhouette. 96 was the Buck Tool 360. 97 was the Boker Superliner. I wonder if that was one of the first ones with that weird shaped thumb stud. 1998 Outdoor Edge KOTY Pack. Emerson Knives Commander. So even in 99 they had the wave thing. 2000 William Henry SO7. I like the Henry Spyderco or Benchmade 701. I don't know. Can't even think at the moment. Kind of tired. 2001 MOD CQD Mark V. Masters of Defense. Wow, the 2002 Kershaw Rainbow Leak. That was the best knife of 2002. Yeah, you got to take this with a grain of salt, too. William Henry Westcliff. So Henry won twice within 4 years, so he was doing his thing. There's the Snap Lock, the one that pivots, 2004. 2005 was the Kershaw Onion Offset. 2006 was the William Henry Gentac. It's kind of a crazy looking blade. 2007 was the Kershaw Tirade. 2008 was the Chris Reeves Knives Zon. That came out in 2008. The Zon came out in 2008. I think I remember reading that he had been around that long. I'm sure he won the year it came out. 2009 Lone Wolf Defender. 2010 the Tie Lock. I don't like that lock. I don't like that knife. It's okay, I guess. Dolica Club. What 2019, huh? I can't see the very beginning of the chat, but 2011 was the 0777. Zero tolerance got in the game. 2012 was the 0888. Wow. 3 years in a row. 11, 12, 13. In 14, Ken Onion took it back with the CRKT hijinks. Then we get a Lion Steel, the Rapid Exchange. Oh, that was one of the first ones where you could take off the flipper tab. Kind of like we were looking at that other Lion Steel, the new Spy My 2. Let's see. 2016, the Lion Steel again. The Kerr Metamorphosis. Good morning, Be Shady 22. Wow, Lion Steel won 3 years in a row. Wonder who they were paying off at Blade Shot. No, I'm just kidding. That is a great knife. The SR11. I'm actually trying to find one. The SR1 is actually what I'm trying to find on the secondary market. I've only been looking for about a week, and I hadn't looked that hard, actually. 2018 was the Fox Knives Suru. 2019 was the Fox Knives Radius. Finger safe opening system. Well, all right then. First button lock. No, I don't know. Probably the first one that won an award. 2021 was the Fox Saturn. I've actually got a somewhere. That's kind of funny. I've got I've got the Fox Saturn. It's a pretty cool little knife. It's a it's a knife, Fox Saturn. Let's see what else we have. 2022. Get into the ProTech again. ProTech Malibu. There it is. Nick's favorite knife. In 2023, we got the Giant Mouse GMX. And then 2024, the Spartan Blades Clandestina. So, yep. Pretty much covered the topics of the video. So, now we can talk about whatever. Still looking at the guy's material. Yeah, so he makes stuff for guitars. He just makes that material and uses it on all kinds of stuff, huh? Pretty wild. I'd like to see. Wonder if he talks about dicloron.com. Layered composites. Dichro quilt and our dichro flame. Pressed textures. Porsche Hunagapis. Oh, the Ken Block. I can't see the first part of that. Does it say Ken Block? Yeah. Ken Block. Dichloram. What is it? John Blasey. He's a furniture designer turned chemist. Cost-effective patterning techniques. Countless hours of research. Burl textures. Line. welcome, Josh. Thank you for joining in. We're taking a look at some stuff Nick turned us on to. Dichlorolum, dirolum, dichrolum, dichrolum. I don't know. Dirolam, dicrolam. 850. Uh-oh. Pushing the numbers. Appreciate it, guys. Uh, Something else I was wanting to talk about. Oh, I was wanting to go over a few. What are some of the prettiest knives y'all own? It's Dicrolam. Uh, Dicrolam. I can say it now. I can read. I swear. Uh, yeah. So I thought about some pretty knives or some unique knives that I have. Um, when I was looking at some of these custom knives and art knives, it made me try to think about which ones I have that are super pretty. The Knight's Edge, we're just talking knives. Not much of anything's going on. We're going to go back to the camera for a minute. I'm going to put these up. I'm going to move this out of the way. Neil in the house. Holy moly. That must be the Knight's Edge. Neil. Uh, I was going to go over some of my prettier looking knives. Or just some weird knife. What do y'all think of you love the sticker table? Yeah, I'm gonna epoxy it. It's one of those cool coffee tables that has where it's you can lift it up and it has storage on the inside with the I don't know, the whole top like lifts up and it's got like the compartment on the inside. And I put up all these stickers on here and I'm gonna cover it with epoxy and lock in all the stickers. But I appreciate you noticing my table. I was bored. What do y'all think about the Squirrel Master? This has nothing to do with pretty knives. This is just weird knives. Squirrel Master XL. I was curious what y'all thought of that. Um, if you like, if you like blades with crazy etching, or you don't like them, um, Air Jordan 23. Let's see. And then this is another version uh, with different blade shape, different handle. That's a couple of cool knives. And then along that same vein, we got a wild knife. We got the Grimsmo Norseman with the same kind of blade design, or not the same, but same style milling on blades. I didn't know what y'all thought of that. That's a beautiful. I mean, that's a weird looking knife for sure. I don't know that I'd call it beautiful. Uh, and then you have the haptic that we looked at yesterday for a minute, which is another super cool knife. And then along that same lines, we have the Rask, another nice milled knife. And then let's see what else we have here. I have the Knives and Gear Insights. No, this is not a recent release. If you're talking about this one, uh, this is pretty old, but they do have some knives with that blade shape. Oh, the squirrel. Yeah, yeah. This one is the new release. This is the older one. And then, last but not least, we have the beautiful Spectre. Um, the milling on that thing, beautiful as well. Yeah, that's a beaut right there. But I thought we'd look at some different blade shapes and blade milling. All these are super cool. Uh, different different styles, different looks that were asked. Um, the haptic, the two Squirrel Masters. I can't think what else I have that's kind of wild like that. I found a knife under the couch this morning. Uh, Vosteed, good old raccoon. I guess that's what that is. Uh, I love me some Vosteed OEM work, along with Riot and Bestech. But yeah, I found that one up under the couch. I was looking for the uh, Knives Are Life said that we should dye that Kaiser baby, and it made me start looking for it because I can't find it, and I know it's around here somewhere. Uh, but anyway, let me put this Spectre back up. I've actually got another Spectre. This is the better of the two. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I bought this on Knife Swap for cheap. I liked the pattern on it. It does not. I mean, it would affect the cutting performance. Going through stuff. Let's see. I got some paper here. Let's see if it's sharp. So this is the older one that I've had for a while, and it is cutting. It doesn't feel like the sharpest in the world. Well, there you go. Let's see if I think actually I've used this one quite a bit. Uh, let's see what we got here. See if I can help it a little. All right, let's see if that helped any. This piece of paper is not the greatest. That did help. There's a place that's catching. A piece of paper's got some. Yeah. So that one's not the greatest. It's not bad. This is the newer one. You get a better piece of paper. That piece of paper was kind of janky. Oh, this one's not much better, but it's all bent. It's all got. Anyway, let's see the new one. Yeah, the new one, super, super sharp. Feels like a whole different knife. Uh, you can see it's making curve cuts. Like I said, this piece of paper's got some issues, but um, I mean, it does make the blade thicker because they got to have all the meat in there to do the milling. So I don't know as far as an everyday user. I couldn't tell you, man. I've never carried it and used it like that. Um, what they call this one, the blade with the ridges, like what the name of this knife is. This is the Norseman by Grimsmo. Uh, yeah, that's the Grimsmo Norseman, and it is definitely a pretty wild. But I don't know what that blade shape is called per se. Um, but the name of the knife is the Norseman. uh, let's see. I've got boxes. A Rask goes in this one. Trying to no squirrel. All right, just putting my stuff up. Excuse me. Squirrel Master XL. Oh yeah. You know the name of the concept one? We'll look it up. Uh, let's see. Squirrel Master second one. We'll go look up the concept anyway. Since you mentioned it. All right, let's go back to the browser. Type in CANSET. And Chinese New Year. Let's see. If you see the one you were talking about, just shout it out. I don't see it yet. Let's see. Oh, the Orion. Aha! It does look almost just like it. Wow. That's pretty wild. That makes me think. Yeah, that's really wild. Uh, I'm gonna open this back up now. Wow. Even the swoosh. Okay, I see a little bit of a difference, but not much. Holy cow. Pretty wild. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, look at the patterning. It has a little bit of a poon on the back of the blade on the concept, but even the curved milling where my thumb's at and the lines look exactly the same. The milling runs the same way on the blade. This one doesn't have a flipper tab. The concept does have a flipper tab. Same kind of lanyard hole. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Um, we'll leave it up to a Chinese company like Concept to copy the designs from a older knife because Squirrel Master's been around for a while and it has a the regular Squirrel Master has those same kind of lines on it, same kind of blade. And if we go uh, Squirrel Master XL, this is from 2023. Um, Jason Stout, let's see. Yeah, there's the Tempest, the Trilobite. Josh, no, that was a Squirrel Master. Uh, yeah, I mean it's Jason Stout. Yeah, I mean, but it's yes, manufacturer. I wonder if the concept is the same manufacturer. Let's go back and see if he designed that one. Yes. Yep. Okay. So now that makes sense. I'm an idiot. Excuse me for being an idiot. They look the same because they were designed by the same guy. Doe. Well, that makes sense then. He just did a production run with concept of the same knife or the same kind of design. What was the other one you said looks kind of the same? Yeah, okay. I figured all that out eventually. I wasn't paying attention to, I wasn't reading. Uh, yeah, CNC milling. They just put it in a computer program. Uh, the Pretatout. Is that a, no, that's K Maxrom design. It's got the same kind of lines on the scales, but not really. I mean, it's kind of similar. It's got those same little grooves. Yeah, production knives, man. It's crazy how they get the cost down. And that's another reason why, when we get into that topic about replicas, why I think, I don't know. It just shows you that Predatout, 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 Predatout 5 times. Um, I like my concept knives. Does anybody have any tenable knives yet? Uh, I haven't gotten one yet. I know. Oh wow, it looks like the same website. I don't like when the mother brand of a budget brand starts making the same knives for the budget brand. You do have a tenable. Um, I just don't like when they start copying the same names. Like, leave the cryo as a concept knife. Leave the Fenrir. I mean, there's multiple companies that make a Fenrir. Uh, Good morning, Brian Kerr. But yeah, don't just copy your brands and make them in cheaper materials. Come up with something new with your budget brand. That's how I feel. I mean, I've got a Nest Street that's a concept, and I don't want a cheaper version. That's the same way with like we and Civivi does that with a bunch of knives. Um, so I don't know if we makes it, don't make it in Civivi, and vice versa. If Concept makes it, don't make it in Tenable. Uh, and I noticed somebody else is making a Fenrir now, like Civivi or somebody. I think that's more about the style than the uh, actual name. Concept makes one. Tenable makes one. Tactile knives. Let's see. Somebody else made one too. I think it was. I want to say it was Civivi, but maybe not. Uh, anyway, I don't like the Elementum. I don't like the fact that Civivi makes it and we makes it. And I think that was a case where it was first a Civivi and then we started making it. So like that's stupid to me. Like why would why would Civivi I mean, why would we make one after they made a Civivi? See, that's backwards, Knives and Gear. Like, why would they come out with the cheaper one first and then come out with the more expensive one? I mean, I get it. They're trying to get money in all the brackets, but can't they just, I don't know. Are you sure the Wii Elementum was first? Because I said the same thing and somebody corrected me and said that the Civivi was first. Um, so I wonder if we can see when it was made. Uh, I know Concept was before Tenable. I get all that. Wii was before Civivi too. I get all that. That's their budget line. But I believe the Civivi Elementum came out before the Wii. Of course, that was what somebody told me. I thought the Wii came out first because that just made sense. Um, I wonder if release date, can't even type. May 8th. Oh, thanks. Doesn't even tell me the year. New Wii knives are coming. New upgraded. Okay, so December 20th, 2021. That's what I said was the Wii was first because that only makes sense. But you know, people on Reddit, I guess, can be idiots. And I guess I was an idiot for believing them. Uh, so it looks like 2021 was the release date of the Wii. You can see when the Civivi came out. 2021 also. um, huh. I don't know. Elementum best buy of the year. Civivi Elementum button lock, and then the flipper. See, I just don't. I still don't know which one. I mean, it makes sense that the Wii would come first, and they'd make a budget version. Jade before any Wii. So the Elementum. So which one was it? Was the Elementum a Civivi first or a Wii first? Nick, you seem to know the answer on this. Which one was it? That's weird to me that we made one after if Civivi came first, but they can do whatever they want. Okay. All right. Well, I thought somebody else up there. I thought Knives and Gear were saying the Wii came first, but all right, cool. Yeah, I didn't know the history about it. I've got a Wii Elementum, but I don't like the same with what's another one that I don't want to get just because there's a Civivi version of it. I'm having a brain fart. I've got a bunch of Wii knives, so I'm definitely familiar with the budget brands of the mother brand. I'm trying to think what the other one I don't want to get the Wii version because there's a Civivi version. I think it's the let's see. I'll remember here in a second. And I don't like the Tyro at all. I don't like the hole. I don't like holes. And I don't particularly like the Super Lock. Uh, Let's see, what was it? It's one I've been wanting for a while from Wii, but I just refuse to get it because it's got a Civivi version. And I know, that's stupid. Yeah, I knew the Wii Vision came out before the Civivi did. I want a solid. I definitely want a solid at some point. Of course, I want that version. Uh, but I'm gonna wait a minute on it. But there's a Wii that I refuse to get, even though I love it, just because there's a Civivi version of it, and I cannot think what it is. Normally, I would know right offhand. I've seen it 1,000 times. I also want a sine wave. I'll probably get that version and then or this one. Um, Carrying your ZT today. That's cool. What is the knife that I want that we makes that they also make a Civivi of? It is. We're gonna see it soon enough. It's not a sword fin. Only got 11 pages. We make some great knives though. That's why I've got like 12 or 13 of them. It's not the Cubit, but we're getting close. Is there a Civivi Cubit? No, I'm not sure. Hyperactive? No. Yeah, I've got a Thug and a Thug XL. Uh, let's see, Speedliner. Yeah, I want a Roxy 4. I've been looking for a Roxy 4 for a while now. I cannot find one. They've got the 4-inch blade. The 3 is got a little. I don't like the little short blade. I like the 4, but it's discontinued. So I've been looking on Knife Swap. Yeah, I've got a shut in too. Brand new American. Uh, I'm still trying to remember the one that I want that Civivi makes. Yeah, that Protec and Vero is supreme, and that Chavez was pretty nice too. Shadowfire. Let's see, Big Banter. uh, I don't remember. I've got a Riff Raff also. I like Christensen designs. Uh, let's see, Magnetron, Sear, Subjugator. Oh, there's a budget version of my Exciton that's a Civivi. Can't think what it's called. Somebody know right offhand what the. There's the Roxy 3. I just don't like the blade looks short on it. Um, Ziphius, Murata, I got fin. They got too many fins. There's the Elementum. I've got the. I don't know which. Yeah, there. Culex, Speedster. Yeah, there's the Shut-in. Yeah, I've got a. Oh, I want a Malice. Also. Yeah, that Bless Ripley looked like a pretty cool knife. I want a Synergy 2v2 also. There's a bunch of weeds that I want, but they're pretty pricey when you buy them brand new. I've got a Makani. I've got this version right here. Wow, do I have that version really? Maybe. I guess I do. I got it for a lot cheaper than that. I've got a Trogon too. Nitro, Thug XL, High Fin. Sorry about the. I'm just trying to remember what that. it doesn't really matter. We can move on to something else, but yeah, way cheaper. That's how I've gotten most all of mine. I've bought a couple of them new, um, but yeah, I didn't want to. Right here in my big case, I've got some of y'all have already seen this, but yeah, I want a all in one too. Um, but they're pretty pricey too. I think I just messed up my camera, but maybe not. Uh, these first couple of rows up here that you can't even see, I'm messing up my camera, are all we. Uh, but they make a, oh, shoot. Hold on just a second. Try to fix the camera. Dang it. Stay up. Stupid. All right. Uh, they make a version of this. Civivi makes a budget version of the Exciton, and I can't think what it's called. Somebody tell me. Then you got the Shut-in. Uh, Shut-in's a super cool knife. We. Then you got that Makani. Uh, Makani. Then you got the Sakshi. Sakshi. We Sakshi. Uh, then you got one of my favorites. Yeah. What do y'all like that knife? Do you like the shape of that? Um, I don't know. It's very comfortable in the hand. Then got the Esprit. Esprit's a cool knife too. You can get those for a good price. And you got the Trogon. Trogon is very aggressive. It's a lot of blade on that knife. The blade to scale ratio is pretty high. And you got the Starhawk. Uh, and then we got the Riffraff. The Riffraff, you got to have some poon, harpoon shape. Even my big hands are super comfortable. And then the Thug and the Thug XL. Y'all know the rest of these. And there's that Elementum. Started the whole thing. And then the Smooth Sentinel. And then we get into. Thought I had some more Wii's, but maybe not. We get into the Jet. Uh, what do y'all like? Double detent knives? We got a couple of those. What do y'all think about double detent? I guess they got to have them in certain countries because of the legality. I can't even get this one to close right. The hell? It's hitting my finger. Huh, weird. That one's kind of stiff. 400 on GP. Anyway, what are we talking about? Oh, you love double detent? Yeah, I've got a cool little Kaiser mini sheepdog with double detent. That's fun. It's super fun to play with. Move the camera back down some. I don't know what happened there. Slip joint, double detenting. Yeah, they're fun to play with, fidget with. Fidget factor is a big thing. I what were some of the knives y'all were just talking about? 400 GPK knives. Uh, what are we talking about? It's on sale. I saw one on Blade Binge. What are we talking about here? The 295 Vero. Yeah, the Neuron is the one I got, and the mini sheepdog double detent. But what were you talking about buying? What's this 400 GPK knives? What knife are we looking at? Oh, the We All in One? Okay. Yeah, I like REC. They do. DLT's got some cool drops too. Yeah, I've been wanting to get a Lux. On Blade Bins, there's one right now for 295 all in one. Let's see. I think I could find one close to that on Knife Swap, but they wouldn't be brand new. Well, neither will the Blade Binge one. Let's see. Oh, what am I saying? OAA. Man, what in the world? What is wrong with my keyboard? Hello. OA. Yeah, there's not one showing up. Uh, I like the Keen. That's a cool knife. Caviso, I guess it is. That one must have got sold, but even if it was sold, uh, it should show up still. I don't know why it's not. I want an Ator also. Yeah, I've got to get a Monterey Bay Knives. I want the what are the? I want the Sea Otter. Uh, and the something else. Um, two I wanted were the Rosalinda and the Sea Otter. Uh, the Rosalinda is my style. Uh, just a plain Laconico design. I mean, you can't beat Laconico's designs, in my opinion, just for a sleek, smooth knife. And then the Sea Otter. I guess the Sea Lion, no, it looks weird. The River Otter looks okay, yeah. The River Otter definitely looks okay. Who designed that one? Doesn't say. Yeah, that one's cool. The Sea Otter, I don't even think is listed on their page anymore. Maybe it is. Uh, no, I don't even think it's listed. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, I like the Sea Otter. I like a lot of the Monterey. Uh, yeah, the Conoco is in my top five probably. He's definitely in my top 10. Uh, yeah, I've been carrying that one for a few days now. Uh, I carried this one, the Jasmine. I showed y'all that the other day, but I've been carrying this Jasmine for quite a few days. It's a Laconico design. Um, it's a big boy. I mean, I can get four full fingers on it. But I think one of my favorite Laconicos, I mean, I love my Kaisers. I don't know. I just think Kaiser is such a good value for what you get. And Of course, Laconico designed a few Kaisers, more than a few actually. What do y'all think about the Hawk? The Hawk's a cool knife. I don't care what you say. But this I don't think that's a Laconico, but it might be. But I know. Oh, here's that. No, that's not it. Hold on. I can't remember where my. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely. This is the one I was talking about. This is the before they even named it. This is a prototype, Intrepid, I believe, but it says Laconico TBD, to be determined. So it was it came out before they named it, and I don't think he did the Eliminator, but it looks a lot like his style. And I also like Justin Justin Lindquist or Lundquist, sorry. He's got the no, this is one that Intrepid or yeah, that prototype is one of my favorites. Um, I've also got the Gemini, uh, and I got I don't know why to me the this one reminds me of Laconico, even though it's not. It's Ning Shoal. Uh, I can't. What is the other part of dude's name? Ning. I can't think. Kim. Oh, it's Kim Ning. Yeah, yeah. Kim Ning. That one kind of looks like a Laconico. I don't know why this hawk doesn't belong out here, but I was just curious what y'all thought about the hawk. Um, and then I'm wondering what I wonder about is the fact I wonder if prototypes have different steel. Like I wonder if the heat treat is as good on a prototype as it would be on the production version. Because I wouldn't think that they would be as rigorous with the uh, and that's the Wanderer. Uh, is that Justin Lindquist? Uh, this one right here. Man, they all look so similar. No, that's the Gemini. The one I put up gets confusing. Yeah, I love the Hawk. I love the like mine. You can't. I don't care how tight you get it. Oh, that was the Wanderer in my hand. Whoops, camera's turned off. Sorry. Uh, yeah, that Wanderer was good. Um, but I don't care how tight you get the Hawk. Like it is guillotine. Like the bearings in it are. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I've got that pivot as tight as I can get it, and the lock bar is good. Has to do with that double, that new detent thing they got. I don't know, weird. Um, the Ning Shoal, cool knife. I've got a, I've got a cheat sheet for my case, so I can reach in and grab them. But there's the Kaisers I've got, and the rest that are in this case. Um, this is my Kaiser, Migron, and titanium Kubies along the back line. Uh, so I'm just putting them back where they go so I can find them again pretty quickly. The Wanderer goes next to the Eliminator. Eliminator is this one, which goes next to the October. And this one doesn't have a home yet. So that's my cheat sheet for my case, for that case. And this is the cheat sheet for my big 90 knife case. I don't know if y'all can read that. But if there's any of those you want to look at, pause the video and tell me which one you want to see. Um, I've got my Artisan across the top. Then just various knives. I'll tell you what, man, I still somebody posted a LE case of something I've seen. Uh, yeah, the Berg Blades Tick is an awesome knife. Yeah, I like the Huntsman. Um, I've got I've got a knife that reminds me of the Huntsman. Uh, that is it's actually the that American Ultimatum. Um, Kind of reminds me of the Huntsman, but it's a replica of the American Ultimatum. Uh, but that looks a lot like the Huntsman. Uh, it's a cool looking knife. Yeah, the only integral I have is the 904 right here. I need to get some more Veros. I've only got those three. I've got a Nova, an Impulse Thin, and a Neuron. I want a Lux bad. No, this Lemifshi is not a clone. This is one of his original knives. Uh, I showed it yesterday. Somebody's selling it on Atlantic Knife. A copy of it for $310. I think Lemifshi just charges like 170 for his. But no, it's not a clone. It's a it's a cool little knife. It's this one right here. It's got a Damascus inlay, Damascus clip, and a cool knife. Yeah, I need to get some more Veros. It's got really good action. Yeah, Lemifshi does make a lot of clones for sure, but this is his JR9402. This is one of his original designs. Yeah, I'm actually friends with Lemifshi. I actually sent him. He asked me. I talked to him about. We talk about what people want. American people want in knives, and I'm the one that helped get him to make the new LCT that he's coming out with. Um, and I sent him some caliper measurements of mine. Uh, I took it apart and measured all the parts so he would have correct dimensions. Um, because the LCT, man, the problem with the drift and the drift L that I had was they were just too narrow. So I like the fact. So one of these should be coming out soon from Lemifshi. Uh, I've had quite a few conversations about it. And I swear, this guy was on the list earlier. Pina knives are slept on, and it's a Riot OEM, but this mini diesel, I mean, it just feels like a quality knife. And Riot's micarta is super nice too. But this, oh, you got it for 385. Yeah, I actually traded my Drift L for it. Um, the guy that I traded had just bought. I had bought a brand new one from Quiet Carry, and he had bought a brand new one from Quiet Carry, and it was too thick for him, and it was too thin for me. So we worked out a trade. Uh, I get the plain versions of most every knife I get. Um, I want the plain version of the Raptor. Yeah, Riot is the top OEM in my opinion in China. Uh, and what was it? And I still love my Knoll knives too. Like you just really can't beat the collection of Knoll. I've got to get a Raiden too because I got to keep up with all of them. But I got all of them so far except for the Raiden 2. Well, I'm getting a little tired. My voice is starting to crack. We've been here for a while talking. I really appreciate y'all stopping in. Uh, Means a lot to me. I love talking knives and I love having some cool people to talk them with. And yeah, so I really do appreciate y'all being here. Uh, we're going to be here every morning talking knives. Pretty soon, I'm going to start a Discord so that we can all get on here and talk with audio uh, and not have to type as much. So that'll be pretty fun. But we'll end it with I'll get me a thumbnail with some Knoll knives. Nick, all y'all. Hey, Buckaroo Bonsai, what's up, man? Finally made it again to one of the streams, huh? Brand New American, Knives and Gear, Be Shady. Everybody, I appreciate y'all, man, a ton. Knives are life, especially Bob, sir. I appreciate you, Josh. Thanks for stopping in. Uh, I'm going to get out of here, get something to drink for my voice, kind of losing it. And we'll be here the same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Time. Brand New American later. Y'all please hit the thumbs up for me. Growing each day. I agree, Nick. And Nick, hit me back about that knife. I messaged you on Instagram. Let me know what you want to do. If you want me to hold on to it, I will. I ain't got no problem. I can hold it for a little while. It turned out pretty. So uh, it's all yours if you want it. That green looks really good, especially with the raw titanium clip and spacer. So that anode job turned out good. So let me know what you want to do, Nick. All right, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Have a good Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow, Sunday morning. Next week, Thursday, we're going to do acid wash and stone wash on Thursday. I thought you wanted the green Tucson one. You want this one? You want the blue and purple? Oh, no, you can't have that one. You can't have that Intrepid. For this Tucson, the one we anodized on Thursday, I've got somebody else interested in it right now, but I will let you know if it falls through, Josh. But I think they're $130 for the blue, or what they call the green version, on White Mountain Knives. So I would probably charge like 120. This one's brand new. I mean, I opened it, I cut it out of the bag on Thursday before we anodized it. So it is brand new. I've got another one, but probably for 120 bucks. That's if the other person doesn't want it. He gets first dibs. But anyway, appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow. Come back. If you have any questions, email me at bladealchemy4u. That's the number 4 and the letter U at gmail.com. If you got any kind of questions about anything. And other than that, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. All right, guys. Peace.